Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. I have my mask on even though I'm outside because my lift should be pulling up any second now, and I want to be prepared so I can jump in that car. I scheduled an Uber last night for this evening so I can get to work, and the Uber app told me 5 minutes after I was supposed to be picked up that there were no cars available. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to get to the airport. I think in a moment you're going to see me do some meal prep for this trip, and I will see you at the airport or in Cleveland. Okay, sorry about the dishwasher noise in the background, although it is very exciting to have a dishwasher. Oh my god, I love it. So I'm sorry that's running, but I'm getting ready for meal prepping. I've got a trip tonight, a red-eye to Cleveland. I've got 33 hours in Cleveland plus another few days of my trip, so I want to make a lot of food. Part of that's going to be 2-pound center cut pork loin. That was $5.47, not bad. I've got an onion, salt, rosemary from a rosemary plant that I have outside my front door, a pile of garlic, a lot of lemon juice. I probably have too much lemon juice in there, but it's a lot of lemon juice, and some olive oil. That's what I'm going to start with. And I just cut that pork up into little, like, medallions. Now I'm going to give them a little sear. Look how nicely that fit in there. Perfect. Okay, so I gave the pork a little once over in the Instant Pot to give it a little color. Now, I'm sauteing the onion and a big pile of rosemary, and that's a plant I'm growing outside. So a little rosemary. A lot of pepper, and I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing when I cook. So a little bit of salt, a lot of salt. A little pinch of baking soda. Let's see if that's just a pinch, because the last time I used more than a pinch and I ended up with green goo. And I'm using a little bit of chicken stock because the bottom of the pot looks really dry and I don't want to add a lot more oil. I'm going to scrape up the bottom of the pot to get those, I think they call it fond on America's Test Kitchen. That's where I learned how to cook, is watching YouTube videos on America's Test Kitchen. So I'm going to scrape up the stuff that sticks to the bottom of the pan, of my non-stick pan, of course, because there's plenty of stuff stuck there. It's supposed to be flavor. So I'm just going to saute these onions up a bit. Does not look good. Again, I hate onions, and look, there's a giant pile of onions. Once they're cooked up, I don't mind them so much, but I hate the raw onion. Alright, let's see what happens here. Alright, that baking soda trick really does work, I'll tell you. There's a couple pieces that are that aren't perfectly translucent, but for the most part, this looks pretty good. Alright, now I'm going to throw the pork back in here. I'm going to cancel. I've had this on saute. I'm going to cancel. I'm going to throw the pork on top of that. Oh my god, I feel like I'm really a cook right now. This is so funny. The pork is shrinking a bit. Alright. Oh, I forgot my lemon juice. That's a lot of lemon juice. We'll see what happens to this. That lemon gave me a lot of life. I'm gonna add a little more salt. I'm gonna add more chicken broth in there. Oh, what the hell. And put the top on. After I give it a little squish, I just want to make sure that everything in there is not going to stick to the bottom of the pot. That burn notice I had last time was a pain in the butt. That's way too much liquid. That is way too much liquid, but we'll find out this is how I learn, right? All right, so I'm going to hit, you can see I'm going to hit pressure cook, and I'm going to hit it for 10 minutes. All right, steam is almost out. I let it sit for about 10 minutes after it cooked for 10 minutes. And I'm letting the steam out now. We'll see what happens. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, that is very pretty. It's very pretty. It's also very liquidy, but I've got some ideas here. All right, so I'm going to take these pieces of pork out and let them cool off a little bit. Boy, look how small they got. They kind of shrank. Oh, man, that looks so good. I'm so happy with myself. And I will let this cool off a little bit because I want to package this up for my trip tonight. But there you go. Oh, so good. So, I've got, maybe an inch of liquid in there. It's maybe an inch and a half. Not as much as I thought. So the pork must have given off a lot of liquid. So I am now going to throw in 3 potatoes, golden, whatever they are, potatoes, quartered, and I got 5 carrots I just chopped up as well. I'm going to submerge those in that stuff, liquid, and I'm going to cook that for maybe, I don't know, what do you think, 4 minutes? I'm going to go for 4 minutes. There we go. All right, I'm going to go for 4 minutes. All right, while the carrots and the potatoes are cooking away, I'm going to trim the asparagus I bought yesterday. It's super skinny. It's going to be delicious. So I'm trimming off the few little woody ends. This is a little pot that I made years and years ago. And I meant it to be a coffee cup, allowing for shrinkage. It ended up being a small vase, which I actually think is perfect for putting a bunch of asparagus in there to keep it fresh in the fridge. So it's the first time I'm actually using this pot after, I don't know, it's been 5 years. 5 years maybe I made it. I don't know. Okay. Oh, I make myself laugh. Because while I really don't know what I'm doing. Doesn't that look good? Oh my god, it looks like some sort of stew. Alright, so I'm going to take my slotted spoon is in the dishwasher. Oh, and the carrots feel nice and tender but firm. This is good. Okay, this looks good so far. I'm going to get a fork just to kind of feel the potatoes. Perfect. Perfect. Yay. I'm so excited. Alright, so my slotted spoon is in the dishwasher, so I'm going to have to pull these out with my tongs. You don't have to watch me do this. Alright, found my slotted spoon. My dishwasher had finished, so I've got some liquid left in there, and rather than use a separate pot to cook my asparagus, I'm going to throw that right in this liquid, which is delicious, by the way. I was afraid that the lemon was going to be too much because, I mean, there was a lot of lemon juice. That was like a lot, a lot of lemon juice. So I'm just going to put this right in there. And in the Instant Pot booklet that came with this thing suggested a minute or to 3 minutes. So I'm going to put this in for a minute. Okay. That's done. That's the last time I'm going to use him today. All right, good. All right, this is very hopeful. The asparagus is still green. So I cooked it for 1 minute under pressure, which meant that the liquid, which is already hot, I think the asparagus is a little overcooked. It's a little limp. Well, next time I'll just do it on the stovetop. Because the liquid was already hot, and then it had to come up to a boil in the pot under pressure, and that's 250 degrees inside the pot, where, you know, water boils at 212. Inside the Instant Pot, it gets to like 250 degrees. So the asparagus, while cooked for technically 1 minute under pressure, it probably cooked for 10 minutes in terms of theoretical cooking time, you know. So get the last of it out, a little taste. And I think I'm going to turn this liquid into a gravy. Oh, that was hot. All right. Hi. I know I look like a slob. It's really overcooked. There's the barest amount of texture in there, so overcooked, but delicious. Now, I was afraid I had put too much lemon juice in there, and for some people I could have, but it's very bright. There's definitely a tart. There's a little acidity there, but in the asparagus, it's lovely, and the potato, I just spit by myself. The potatoes and the carrots were delicious. I can't wait to try the pork. I'm going to save it for my trip tonight. So I have my food in a pile down there. I'm going to spread it out a little bit so it cools off before I leave the house. I want to head out, do a little shopping for some odds and ends before my trip, and then go home and take a nap. But first, I want to make that gravy. Cornstarch or rice flour. Did I buy cornstarch? I hope I bought cornstarch. All right, I have the saute function going, getting that liquid broth, whatever I would call that, cooking, and I'm going to pour in a little bit of a cornstarch slurry. I think I mixed too much cornstarch, so I'm going to not pour it all in because there's not that much stuff in here. And I don't want a pudding, I just want a gravy. So I'm just going to stir this up until it reduces a little bit and thickens up with that cornstarch, and I will have gravy for my fancy dinner. Alright, I think I have gravy. It's bubbling up a little. See how it's kind of looks thick? Well, it's definitely changed its texture. And I think because of the cornstarch and just the nature of evaporation, I think it's probably going to thicken a little bit more after I cool it off. So turn off the saute function and just let this cool off a bit, and then figure out how to pack it up so I can have gravy I can put on top of my food instead of having my food sit in congealed gravy. Not sexy. Alright. So here are my 3 meals. And Miss Claire. Hi, Claire Bear. Bye, Claire Bear. So I put all the food. There's 2 pounds of pork tenderloin, 3 good-sized potatoes, probably 5 or 6 carrots, and a big bunch of asparagus and a giant onion. So I cooked all that up as you just saw, and I put it all in these quart-sized freezer bags. And my plan is to put the freezer bag in my HotLogic Mini rather than throw them in the microwave, because the food's already cooked. I don't need to cook it anymore. I just need to heat it up. And so this is going to be my solution for packing my food. I did put the gravy inside the pouch. I mean, it's not going to be sitting in the food for too long, so it should be okay.
All right, so I got to the airport. That was stressful, only because Uber canceled.
I got a lift from an adorable young lady. She was dressed as a leprechaun. She was going to be going down to the Fremont Street experience to, I guess, you know those girls that wear different costumes in Vegas and you tip them if you want pictures with them? That's what she does. And she does tattooing and she does Lyft. She's working for her coins. She wants to be a flight attendant, so we chatted a bit. All right, so I will see you later. Let me get to the gate, the crew room, and update my device. I'll see you later. Hey guys, hi. So I'm in Cleveland. It is just shy of 8 o'clock, 7:59 in the morning. That flight was pretty easy. It was a red-eye. Everyone was asleep. There was only one teeny thing, and that, you know, I'm fairly loud. I know that, so I try to kind of keep it down, especially on red eyes, but apparently I wasn't very successful. One guy up in 2D had to come up and say, I don't mean to be rude, but could you keep your voice down? I'm trying to sleep. My response I wanted to say, listen, I can't work in silence, you know, but in reality is I've been in his shoes before trying to sleep on a plane with a flight attendant. So I tried to keep it down, but that was it. Otherwise, everyone was sleeping. Perfectly fine. It was 3 hours and 40 something minutes. We had about 145 people on board. But you know, it's 8 o'clock in the morning here, and which means it is 5 a.m. back home in Vegas, and I am tired, but I'm not sleepy. I got in bed and I literally tried to go to sleep. The sun's rising. See, it's really time for me to go to bed, but I'm kind of sleepy and wired at the same time, which is not unusual for a flight attendant. And then I remembered TEAMI. Do you remember TEAMI? There was a time where I just was talking about it every 5 minutes, but TEAMI tea. They have a lot of products, and they've sent me a number of things to try out, to share with you guys. There's a couple that I like a lot. It's their tea. They've branched out into skincare. I like their clay mask, and I like their clay scrub. I think I'd like their face wash if it weren't a more travel-friendly bottle, but blah, blah, blah. But they sent me more of the Focus Blend tea, which is my absolute favorite tea ever. I love it for work because it keeps me focused and awake without being like, you know. I'm sorry. But I remembered they sent me this. Can you see it? TEAMI Relax. This bag of tea is stuffed. It's like a big giant bag of tea. It's only 2-point-something ounces, but it's just a lot of tea. And how pretty is it in my tumbler? So this is a tumbler that one of you guys, and I can't remember who sent it to me. I'm so sorry. I had one, but I dropped it and I cracked it. And then one of you guys sent me a replacement in yellow, of course, which matches my uniform. So I'm going to have some of that relaxed tea and hope that it kind of sets me on the path of getting some sleep. I want to sleep for like 4 or 5 hours max. I have 32 hours here, 33 hours, but I don't want to sleep the whole day, so I can sleep tomorrow night. So I'm going to try this TEAMI Relax tea out, and I will enjoy some of my Focus Blend tomorrow on the way to LA. Yeah, so that's it. I'll let you know what I think about the Relax tea, hopefully after I wake up from a nice relaxing nap. All right, so I'll see you later. Well, my little nap turned into a 6-hour sleep. But more importantly, guess who literally just last night took their umbrella out of the rollerboard? Yeah. It's pouring. It's going to be pouring all day. Good thing I just have recurrent modules to do. There's the scene of the crime. Yeah, it looks like a bed out of a Fly with Stella video, doesn't it? Yeah. So yeah, I got about 6 hours sleep last night, which was too much and not enough at the same time. I would like to have slept for 8 or 10 hours. I really could have, because I was up forever. I didn't get to sleep until like 9 o'clock. My body and mind were tired, but I just could not get to sleep. So I had 2 cups of that Relax blend last night I got from TEAMI. And I don't know if it didn't knock me out. I wasn't like out like it with a melatonin, but it definitely did get me to sleep. And I'm feeling a little groggy after 6 hours. I think I'd be better after 8 hours. So I'll have to try this again when I'm going to give myself a good solid 8 hours of sleep. But I really did think it helped me get to sleep. So I'm pretty grateful for that. But I'm feeling very groggy. And the weather is, as I think I showed you, has not improved. And it's just like, oh, a gray day. So I'm going to have my favorite tea, which is the TEAMI Focus blend, which comes in bags. I'm having a 2-cup of tea day. I need to get some energy in me so I can get these recurrent modules started, because those things, oh man, they'll put me to sleep. They're just so boring. But I have to have them done. And this one of them I have to do today is on hazmat, and it's like 75 minutes long. Plus, I take notes during the whole thing, so it's going to take me like 2 hours to take this one module, but whatever. So rather than keep talking about it, I should probably get to doing it, right? So I'm going to have a little tea, wake up. I have some dinner or lunch, I should say, in my Hot Logic Mini. And, oh, I forgot to mention, I'll tell you. I need to know who sent me this Gourmet electric kettle. One of you guys sent this to me. I should write your names. Whoever gave me the item, I should write your names on them, because like my tumbler, I broke mine, and then someone sent me one like out of the blue. I need to have your names on them just so I know who to thank every time I use them, because this electric kettle has been life-changing for me. So thank you, whoever sent it to me. Really, tell me who it was so I can thank you again. All right, I'm going to have my tea. I'll talk to you later.
Hi guys, how are you? So, last time I spoke to you, I was in my hotel room. I had a cup of my Focus blend, and I tell you, that really kicked me into some energy. It really got me going. So, I set up my laptop for finishing my modules. And I got my room all ready for me to get to work, and then I noticed it stopped raining. And so I didn't take a winter coat, and it's freezing here. So I put literally every layer I had in my suitcase on and walked over to Walmart just to see if they had a couple things. Ugh. I spent $125. I know. Wait till you see what I got though. You're gonna either laugh or think I'm just crazy, which you could do both. I'll see you in the hotel room. It's too cold to have my hands out. Ooh.
All right, so if you haven't figured it out yet, this video is going to be super long. A lot of you, some of you, will be very excited that it's a long video. Others will be like, Steven, just wrap it up. I actually unsubscribed from a YouTuber that I really enjoyed, but he went on a rant at one point. Nick something or other. He's a designer, a Canadian interior designer who designed his own juice shop, so now all of a sudden he thinks he's a designer. Whatever. But he went on a rant about people who have like videos that are longer than 15 minutes or so. I mean, like, I can't get emotionally invested in somebody who's only sharing 10 or 15 minutes of their life with me. I'm just saying. So sorry if this video is too long for you. So I went to Walmart and went on a bit of a shopping spree. I went over there just on the lark. Oh, I forgot jam. I did forget one thing. I wanted to buy a jar of jam or jelly or something, but well, I was just too excited because I found other stuff that I've been looking for. So, so I went on a bit of a shopping spree. So I have a light fixture sort of thing I got at IKEA. I wanted to hang from my ceiling somewhere, so I bought this big giant hook because I just don't want it to fall out of the ceiling. So I figured I'd just go oversized with the hook. Some little hooks to hold up the cord if I end up putting it where I want to put it. Little teeny brad nails to hang up some little tiny frames that I have. So those are, I got some seeds, cosmos, which is like my favorite, one of my favorite flowers. I love daisies, just daisies. Like Marguerite daisies, just the white ones. They smell like pea. If you ever smell a bunch of daisies, they don't smell pretty. But I love cosmos. Fun fact, when my mother was alive, yes, her, she always thought of sunflowers when she thought of my brother Mark. And then she thought of cosmos when she thought of me, which is very funny, because I love the flower. I don't love the association, because if you didn't know, my mother and I weren't tight. But I love cosmos, and they can handle any situation. So I'm going to try and grow some for the front of my house in Las Vegas. I bought these things. They're hooks to hang larger items, like the pictures I want to hang up and blow up of my cats. So I figured these were easy solutions. Also to hang like little shelves and stuff that are they're just easy. I've used them in the past, and the drywall in my apartment is really thin, so this will be easy to use. What else is sort of practical? I bought 2 huge boxes. They were a really good deal on denture tablets, because I'm sexy like that. Yeah. 2 things of Diet Dr. Pepper for fun. Don't tell. Shh. Those little peach pies from Walmart, they're 50 cents, and I love them. And, all right, so the piece de resistance, I found 3 boxes. I did make some noise. I don't know what it was. It wasn't cute. I mean, I was very excited when I saw these. Because if you didn't already know, if you haven't been watching my channel for very long, my cats, who are my life, they are my life, they're my children, they require their morning ritual of these cat treats, these delectable squeeze-ups. They require them. And a beautiful, lovely soul sent me a jar of these churro or something like that. Little treats that are very similar. My cats like them as much, but they're more liquidy, and it's just more difficult to give to the cats, because I keep talking. I know this video is forever. I squeeze a little on my fingertip, and I give each cat a little portion. I know. It takes like 15 minutes. And then they ran out of, they only had 3 of those boxes, but they had 30 packages. Yes, I know. I have a problem, but they're my cats, and I love them, and I will do anything for them. So I got 30 packages. I almost cried when I saw them on the shelf. 3 boxes. I have all the ones that Danielle gave me on my last trip, and I've got something left of the churro, whatever the style of the in the canister that my friend sent, my subscriber and now my friend sent me. I also ordered one on my own on Amazon. So I've got cat treats to last me for a good long while. But you know, if I see more of these things, you know I'm going to buy them anyway. I could have 1,000 packages and not be comfortable at this point with this disruption of the supply chain, because I always could depend on them. And now here I am, like, hoarding cat treats. What kind of who have I become? I don't even recognize myself these days. All right, so now that I've just bored you on my, is that all I bought? Yeah, $125 I spent at Walmart, including tax. But I am so happy. It brought me so much joy to see these things on the shelf. The salesperson, the girl at the register, did not understand, but whatever. All right. I now have to officially get to work on my modules. I've been telling myself I'd get started. It's now 6:30. Yeah. My van isn't until 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, so I got plenty of time. So I will see you guys later. Thanks for your patience and listening to me ramble. Blah, blah, blah. Look at this room. How ridiculous is this? I've been sitting here for hours and hours going over my modules. I finished 2 of them. One was 20 minutes. It took me 45 because I take notes at pretty much every screen. And then the one that was supposed to take an hour, they're timed about 2.5 hours because I take notes
on every screen that was on hazmat. Ugh, kill me. Yeah, this is what my desk looks like after pretty much a full day of just sitting here doing my work. Oh, I bid as well. I wanted to do my final. I have one more module left, but I realized it is officially the 19th. Bidding closes tomorrow morning. And I hadn't bid for April, so I thought I'll just bid, and that took I don't know, 2.5 hours. The lines are not fantastic, but I don't have any particular days I want off. I have a fantasy of having a line where I'll have a few days off around the 19th, which is my brother's anniversary of passing away. I had this kind of idea of just going back to visit that spot, but we'll see. But yeah, this has just been a great layover, perfectly timed, because while it is at 1:30 in the morning, I still have another 12 hours to go before I even have to shower for my van time. So great time. So I'm going to have one more cup of the Relax blend. Is that what I got? Where is it? And go to bed. So I will see you probably tomorrow. All right. So I have about 6 minutes to get downstairs to the shuttle. I have my mask in my hand. Good layover. Somehow, even after 32 hours, I find myself rushing at the last minute. My refrigerator was turned all the way to freezing, and my eggs froze, most of my cream cheese froze, and thankfully, my beard, the food I cooked, the pork and the potatoes, whoops, that was insulated. Excuse me, I'm all over the place. That was insulated, seemingly, by the rest of my food. So that didn't get ruined, but everything else froze. I'll have to really double check the freezer before I get in my room. But hey guys, hi. So I have about 5 minutes before my shuttle arrives at the hotel. And man, after 30-something hours, I still found myself rushing at the end of the layover. I slept 6 hours yesterday before starting my day, and then I slept a full 7 hours last night. So it seems like half the layover I was sleeping, but whatever. A life lesson as a flight attendant: always check your refrigerator, because someone turned it all the way to freezing. Yeah, so all of my eggs, my cream cheese, a lot of the food that I brought with me was frozen solid. My Dr. Pepper was frozen, and ruining some of my food. But the good news is it seemed all the ruined food was on top of and insulating my pork and potatoes and carrots and stuff. So that wasn't ruined, thank goodness. So I threw one of those little baggies into the Hot Logic Mini about 2 hours ago, and I just inhaled that whole meal in about 15 minutes. So I'm stuffed as a tick, which is not good, only because we have our flight to LA from here in Cleveland. It's blocked at like 5.5 hours or something ridiculous. So I'm hoping it's a lot shorter, because 5.5 hours with a full belly, not a good fit, So, all right, so there's my start to my day, and we'll be heading to the airport in just a few minutes. I will see you on the plane or in LA. So we're in Cleveland Airport. I just got myself some Dunkin' Donuts. I have my tea. Oh, my friend Alan is posing as if I'm filming in his direction. Oh, what a good... if our airline weren't emblazoned on his sleeve so boldly, I would have taken a photo, because he looks so handsome in the sun. I hate him. But look at what happened at Dunkin' Donuts. Do you see it? Senior discount. Oh. All right, so. I forgot my phone in my little cubby on the plane. I had to run back, and I'm fat. So running fat, not good.
and all this luggage. All right, so we ran. Carrying all these bags. So that flight from Cleveland, yeah, was fantastic. Super great people, no problems, good crew, no complaints. It was long, but it was probably a half hour shorter than it was supposed to be, so I'll take it. I'll take it. So now we're gonna fly from LA to, where are we going? Dallas. We're going to Dallas. All right, so I'll see you in Dallas. Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to, I almost said Detroit, Dallas. We're in Dallas tonight. This layover is 14 hours. I've been in my room for a couple hours already. I had dinner, which was some chili and some rice and my little dog bowl, of course. I'm watching some HD TV and just relaxing. This layover is, like I said, pretty short. Our van time is 2 in the afternoon tomorrow. I am in no way, shape, or form tired, which is very strange because today was very long. And I was exhausted earlier, but wide awake in my hotel room. The second leg of our day was 2 hours and 34 minutes. We were packed. We had like 189 people booked. That just means lots of infants on laps. That's what that means. But today was just really great. I'm on a run, I have to tell you. I don't think I've had a real challenge with like a mask rebel or something in days and days and days. This whole trip has been lovely with just beautiful people. Uncommonly nice kids. The children today were just gorgeous. So it was just a nice day. The layover is short, but the hotel room is comfortable. I've been here before. If you remember that chaise lounge or that like 90s chair, I would love to take home. Tomorrow is the 20th, and I'll find out tomorrow what my bid line will look like in April. I'm pretty high on the seniority list for April because I think 107 people are going to be allowed to take the month off with reduced pay. There's like half pay. I can't do it, but so I think I'll have a better line or a better chance at getting a good line. So that's good. And the day after is my 52nd birthday. Now, I don't even know how that came out of my mouth without me throwing up. I'll be 52 on Monday. I know I look it, but I don't know how I got to be 52 years old. I really don't. I don't know how it happened. But, you know, if you don't die, you get to celebrate another birthday. So here I am. I don't really have any plans for my birthday. There's really no one in Vegas that I would celebrate with. There's just no one. I really don't have a lot of friends here. Any. My cats, I don't know if that counts. But there's no one who would like, yay, let's celebrate your birthday. I don't know, my plan is to really stay home, honestly, and just relax and celebrate my birthday in my own home. I mean, that is going to be the best gift ever, right? My grandmother's birthday was, we've always celebrated our birthdays together. Her birthday was on March 16th. She's passed away. She died 16 years ago. But my birthday is on the 21st, and Eleanor's birthday, I consider Eleanor's birthday March 12th. That's the day I found Eleanor. So the end of March is a very emotional time for me because it's my grandmother's birthday, and we used to just celebrate our birthdays together. And she was my angel. You know, she was everything to me. So on the 16th, I bought myself a big, giant white cake covered in white icing with coconut everywhere because we just loved that cake. And I ate a couple pieces for her. I had a piece for me before this trip, and then I put the rest in the fridge. So when I come home tomorrow night, I'll have, and then Monday, I'll have a big, giant wedge of cake for myself, which will be fun. And my plan, my hope, my thoughts were to rent a car. I wanted to rent a car. and just spend the day doing things just like driving out to Red Rock. I wanted to go out to IKEA to buy some of the drawer fronts and the little doors that fit on the storage unit that I got. So I was thinking of doing that, maybe hitting an antique store or something. There's a plant stand that I saw at one of the shops in downtown Vegas, and I was thinking, oh, it'd be so nice to rent a car just to go out and do things like that. It's so nice to just get in a car and go somewhere. The day before this trip, I went to IKEA, and it takes 2 buses to get there. You know, walking around, doing what you have to do, 2 buses back. It was like 4.5 hours just to go to IKEA. I felt like I wasted the whole day going to IKEA. It's exhausting. But a car rental on Monday, the cheapest one I could find, was $110. And I just don't know how I want to spend $110 on a car rental for the day, you know? So I might just end up staying at home and celebrating, you know, another day when there's a cheap car rental. Because Fox, why am I blah, blah, blah? Just, this means nothing to you guys. Fox car rental, which is like kind of close to the airport, but not too close. Sometimes I can get a car there for like $25. And I mean, that's when I take advantage of it. But at 110, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth that. Although it would be nice to go out to Red Rock for the day. I don't know. We'll see. If I do anything on my birthday, I will certainly take you along with me. And if I don't, maybe I'll still film something. You know, there's lots of topics. A few of you have sent me some emails with some questions that I really kept meaning to answer. So if I don't do anything on my birthday, I might just sit down and make a little sit-down video and answering some of those questions. But in the meantime, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to watch some HGTV, have a little bit of chocolate, which probably won't help me go to sleep. And then I will see you tomorrow. All right? So you have a great night, and I'll talk to you later.
All right. So that flight was effortless. Such a nice flight. We were packed full, and we're also full going to Oakland. That flight was very nice. It was very, very, very pleasant. Everyone was great. We did a very, very long service. Again, it lasted almost an hour. We sold almost everything, and we're not being catered, so this flight to Oakland and back is going to be a little tricky for doing service. But we had a flight attendant come on board. The stuff you find just putting your hand down in an airplane. We had a flight attendant on board who was non-revving with her parents. And so the flight attendant asked if I could, you know, wish her mom a happy birthday and kind of embarrass her. Sorry, honey. Kind of embarrass her a little bit. So during my, sorry, I'm in your way. During my initial descent announcement, I, you know, made my initial descent announcement. And then I said, oh, does anyone know what tomorrow is? And I said, it's my birthday, yay, yay. And everyone started clapping. And I said, but the day after is a new national holiday. And I said our passenger's name. I said, it's her birthday. And I said, you know, I asked everyone to sing happy birthday with me. I said, 1, 2, 3. And we all sing happy birthday. Oh, let me get out of here. I'm sorry, honey. And there was another passenger. I forget his name. Start with an R. But it was his birthday as well. And so we all just sang happy birthday to all of us. And it was just really a fun way to end a nice flight. So we're going to fly to Oakland. 182 passengers booked. And then coming home, and I'll be home by about 9:30 tonight. And then I'm going to race home. I did get, I told you earlier this video is going to be forever, sorry. I did get a line next month, not a surprise. I don't know if this is my first choice or not. The line itself is not fantastic, but I do have a couple long layovers, so that'll be nice. But I have 16 days off next month. That is very good. So, blah, blah, blah. I will see you guys probably next
either in Oakland or when I get back home in Las Vegas. All right, I'll see you soon. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Oh, yeah, he got in. Yeah, that flight was just busy. It was just busy. It was, again, perfect passengers, just busy. It was an hour and 11 minutes, and it was just controlled chaos. In terms of service, it was just a mess. Yeah, last leg, Vegas bound, and I am done. I'm ready to go home. We have 104 people checked in for this flight, so it'd be nice because we've been super overpacked the last 2 legs. It'll be nice to have one light load. All right, so I'll see you guys in Vegas. Hey guys, all right, so that flight was an hour and 6 minutes. We only had 104 passengers on board. The stressful part, the only stressful part, was that 4 of them required wheelchairs getting off, and wheelchairs just weren't available and they weren't showing up. It was like almost a half hour of them waiting in their seats for wheelchairs. And you know, my airline doesn't provide that wheelchair service. The airport does, and it's just always, it seems like a huge disservice to our guests because they have to sit there. And some of these people, they're not able to move around easily enough. So it's like they're stuck in their chair until someone shows up to get them in a wheelchair. And it just seems like unpolished. You know, it's not the airline's fault. It's the airport services, but still, I take it very personally because I'm trying to give our guests the best experience, but whatever. So Lyft, Ubers are not available. I'm waiting for a Lyft, the app, to say that they found a car for me, but so far there's no cars. But there are magically people over there waiting for Ubers. None for me. And in a moment, I'm going to put a screenshot up that shows you how much the cheapest rental cars are in Vegas for tomorrow. I wanted to pick one up tonight. $195 is the cheapest rental car. I don't know what's going on. Maybe my birthday is a very special day for the whole universe, and whatever. I'm just discouraged. So I don't think a Lyft is going to show up for me, so I'm going to have to go downstairs to 0 level and get buses home. And I'm just kind of wiped out. It's almost 11 o'clock at night, and I'm just tired after 3 legs, so I'm just complaining. I have no right to complain. I'm going back to my own house with my cats, right? So I should have shut up. I'll see you at the house. Great. Now I just missed my bus. All right, I'm complaining again. Let me shut up. Hey, Eleanor. Whoops, what's going on, buddy? Hi. Hi, honey. What's going on, baby? Hello. Buddy. Hi. Hello. All right. So, I haven't done a tour of the house yet, but there's one palm tree you've seen before. And these are some of the lights I used to use to light my studio when I filmed. I'm not going to turn them on because they're too bright, but I think I'm going to keep them there for a little while. I kind of like them in that space as a light fixture, actually. There's Eleanor hanging out over there. There's the other big palm tree. I repotted that and put that on a black stool I got at IKEA. And a smaller palm that I've had in my apartment for a long time, I repotted that, put that on a white stool. So I'll show you what the place looks like in the daytime sometime soon. But, oh, and the ladder is up because I was hanging stuff. So I'll give you a tour soon. But I just wanted to say good night, and thanks for coming with me on this trip. And I'm so sorry this video was so long. Again, I know some of you were excited about it, but most of you, oh, look at Buddy. Hello, Buddy. Yes, you. I love him. All right, so I will see you guys later. You have a good night, and I will talk to you soon. All right, wait. Wish me a happy birthday. It's officially my birthday. It's 21 past midnight, so yay, I'm 52.
I'm above ground. I've got my little babies, and I'm in my own home, so I can't complain. So I will see you guys soon. All right, have a great night. Fly safe.